Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it is time for the no, that's not it. The time it no showing showtime. That's it. Showtime. Hi guys. That is just one handsome fellow. I can't quite put my finger on what it is about him that is just so irresistible. Maybe it'll come to me later. We're gonna play. I will be enjoying adult leisure beverages to excess this evening. It is not a rum drink. I tend to skip rum drinks. I enjoy them a lot. But I have discovered over the years that for me, rum is the perfect memory eraser. You don't need the flashy thing that the men in black have. Just give me some rum. And it seems to actually like cover almost all of the entire time of consumption. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Congratulations. Assuming you work a regular Monday through Friday job, you are now past your hump day and can begin the process of coasting towards your weekend. Good luck. All right, this is where we left ourselves. I'm hungering. I will have some dodo soup. Was there anything? Yeah, thank you for that, Doc. Is there anything else particularly we needed here? I think. Hungry for more pirates, exactly. They taste just like, I was going to say chicken, but no, not really. Theoretically, humans taste like pork, which is why they were referred to for some length of time as long pig. I have had a sandwich for dinner, and a few days ago, a friend of mine and streamer, Engelbert Meow, mentioned something about her discovering or trying for the first time, I'm not sure what, potato salad with mustard. One, two. That's the big hit he does. And so I went to my grocery store a week and a half ago and looked for it, and there wasn't any in the deli. I was sad. Today I went to the grocery store and there was some in the deli. Now, sadly or unexpectedly, the smallest container they had was approximately a 55-gallon drum, but I was not going to be deterred from my trying it. So I had some with my a deli sandwich for this evening for dinner, and it's okay. But what occurred was a divine inspiration, if I do say so myself, and of course I do because I'm me. Just a sec. I said, hey, Lens. And Lens went, yeah, what's up? And I said, try the microwave. I shouldn't have tried it in the microwave. I can see myself putting on another 150 pounds over the next 3 to 4 months. them finding my inert corpse on the floor surrounded by empty potato salad smeared containers. It's really good. So, hungry for pirates, sort of. Hungry for warm potato salad with mustard? Well, let us drop. Salad is supposed to be eaten cold. It's supposed to be, well, eaten cold. No, there are recipes for warm potato salad. But generally speaking, it's supposed to be, the reason it's served cold conventionally is because it's a mayonnaise product and you don't want mayonnaise to go warm for health reasons. One second. Telephone might be something I need to get to. One sec. Just another scam or fraud call. Go back to here, grab that, destroy that, put that back up, drop that in here. And we'll see what else we can grab. All right. Not going to be much else in here, but we'll keep whacking at it anyway. Hey, Nod Knox. Good morning, I believe. Should be. Or almost. So generally, potato salad is served cold because of the potential health risks in letting mayonnaise go bad. But warm potato salad is a thing, although generally it is basically prepared from the potatoes and served warm. In this case, it was cold potato salad that I heated up and can recommend. 2 a.m., yeah. All right, I think we have cleared out this little nook and or cranny. Any over here? Oh, there is copper. Copper, looking for copper. Waste rock, maybe hiding behind the waste rock is always a possibility. Just, we're getting some more copper because we need to make more copper because we want to upgrade items that require copper. It's just science, guys. More waste rock. I just can't let the rock go to waste. Never mind. I am imbibing the adult leisure beverages tonight. Not Knox. Said yesterday's sleeping schedule is borked and you're staying up tonight. Anyway, so your wife gets to sleep and you're watching her bread in the oven. Slow to make at least an hour or more of baking it. I assume not at a particularly high temperature, because that wouldn't make any sense. I think we can build another one right here. Well, I'm glad you're here. Also, homemade bread. That's a win. I just don't think that's ever not a win. Fresh bread. Oh my god. So good. Even kind of crappy bread when it's fresh. Hearty sourdough loaf. Yeah, well, I'm a huge sourdough fan. Have grown up here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and San Francisco is famous for its sourdough. So, with good cause, I might add. Okay, that's just nothing, man. Fine. Always makes a lighter sourdough bread for you, but it's already done for the week. You know, for a seemingly somewhat rural, pastoral life, it sounds like you guys do pretty good. You guys are living pretty good. All right, we got 217 copper. We got lots and lots of copper. I should be able to upgrade my weapons to like tier 4 or 5. My understanding is there are 3 tiers of upgrades, and each tier has 5 levels of upgrade in it. My inventory is full. Did I leave stuff behind? No, but we don't need to carry all the stone with us because we don't need stone. So we'll drop most of that behind. And maybe more of it. Cayenne peppers. And apparently, I saw Dat mods doing this. Eating them raw before combat, like, increases your attack speed or something. Increases maximum health. Oh, I guess it's just an additional. Okay. For 7 minutes, relatively short. Good evening. Yes, and cheers to everyone. Most specifically, those of us who have an athletic. Athletic? Adult leisure beverage. Jeez, it's the opposite of athletic. You only lose ecological hand-ground flour from another farmer that got a mill, so no industrial nutrient deficiency. Yeah, sounds like you guys are living pretty well. Ah, so good. Any more boars or dodos I can murder on my way back home? Happy to do it. Do a little scouring around and see if I can stumble over any more of them. There's something over there. I don't know what it is. Is that like bananas? No, it is more peppers, but they are lit. Those must be the super extra double hot ones. We have a sow. You do want to look around if there's a sow you kill, as frequently the sow has a mate. Sweet potatoes! Bacon indeed. Oh, we have the boar. And you can make bacon and eggs, which is I currently have in my H slot. This one will go whack, block, whack a second time. And a big whack. Yeah, you're doing good. Just talked to your friend. You're starting a brewery with... Oh, later the year, and your daughter wanted in. She's almost 18. Wanted to grow the fruit and berries for our cider. You know, the odds of my actually wanting to come for a visit continue to go up. Not enough inventory space. Well, away goes the rock then. Because that sounds pretty awesome. The whole thing, actually. I mean, my assumption is a lot of work. My second assumption is, seems like it might be worth it. Oh, my boots are going to get all squishy. I hate squishy boots. Cider and spritz we're starting with, and whiskey. Ooh, hoo-hoo. In the U.S., they, I don't remember how old the law was. There was a law against home distillation of spirits, and that just got overturned in the court system after 170 years, I think it was, something like that. Some really long period of time. At least I think it was. I know it was overturned. All right, what else we got? We got boatloads, absolute ass tons of copper ore. That's what I wanted to open. Got a lot of copper ore. That's good, because we want to upgrade things. So, for instance, if we want to upgrade our two-handed sword, we need ingots and rough hide. Already got a distillery license. I'm... A lot of us have these little dreams. Well, gosh, in a few years, I would like to fill in the blank. Sounds like he's filling in the blanks. Both of you. All of you. Seems like life is good there. I mean, I'm not going to complain about my life. At some point, they let people start brewing beer at home. Yep. And also, small breweries. The first one was in Hayward, California. I got my degree from California State University in Hayward. I think the place was called Buffalo Bill's, was the first commercial brewery, small brewery, in the U.S. after the ruling was made. I'm going to have a little bit more dodo soup and probably make some more dodo soup. I like to keep, make sure I've got enough waiting around. We can also make another couple of bacon and eggs. We definitely need more soup. 3 more soup. 3 more dodo broth. There we go. Profession is engineer for pressure vessels. Gee, do you think he has any, I don't know, professional skills that might be of assistance? Yes, Lone Star Wolf. I believe that is the case. I believe that in America, it is now, unless it gets appealed, legal to make moonshine at home. I mean, before you start to do anything that is potentially illegal, I would definitely recommend that you check and make sure that what I'm telling you is accurate for wherever you reside. There may still be state laws against it that could still apply. All right, they're going, right? Yeah, they're going. And there have been what amounted to small stills, because basically certain small amounts were legal to make because theoretically you could say it was for medicinal purposes, right? You know, that old joke about, oh, it's for medicinal purposes. Well, you could actually theoretically kind of make that work as there were. So these little sort of, coffee maker sized miniature distillers that were available. I mean, they were commercially available. Whether how well they worked or whether they were legal entirely, I cannot attest. I am not a lawyer, as they say. Just to sweeten the deal, he's your GM, the whole family and a few friends get together every other month to play D&D. Also his own game that is published called Guardians of Fate. The name is fairly generic, so I may be just, imagining, but it does sound familiar. I myself have run a campaign of Call of Cthulhu. Well, actually, it was multiple things. For friends via the internet. It started as Call of Cthulhu, but they got caught in a mind transferal spell that placed them not only in another world, but in another game. Their characters, I dropped them into RuneQuest. If you're not familiar with it, most people are familiar with at least the name Call of Cthulhu. It was a successful game. A lot of, game Twitch streams have played Call of Cthulhu games. But Call of Cthulhu, the game system, was based on an earlier system called RuneQuest. And that's the world I dropped them into, and the game I dropped them into. By the way, a game I consider, from game systems perspective, vastly superior to any iteration of Dungeons and Dragons. This has been my TED Talk. Wood, copper, ash, and wood. Let's see, the two-handed sword we can upgrade. Right, it's going to take 10 of our ingots. Now, on the other hand, we can also upgrade this, less ingots. And I've already upgraded it once. That does 210 slash, that does 300 slash. And if I want to upgrade my armor, what am I going to have to do for that? Yeah, I was afraid of that. We're going to need, well, only 2. Well, that's the boots. Upgrade, yeah, 3. Thing is, right now, okay, I'm going to go hunting for more boar hides. I think that's what I have to do. Well, actually, I'm not going to lay down yet. The sleeping mechanic, it seems like you can only sleep for a certain length of time and you automatically wake up whether you want to or not. We want to take that. All right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to head out and see if I can find some more boars. How many shots do we have? We currently have 15 shots that we can use. I don't need that. I was just curious. I was watching a couple people play their games in a more advanced state than mine. Last night, DatMods, after 9 hours of play, had gotten his bigger ship and crew. Today I was watching Force Gaming, and he played like 20 hours previously in the game in like betas and whatnot. And it taken him about 30 hours to get where he was, and he was in the tier 3 goodies, the tier 3 crafting materials. It's an RPG system he and his friends made from their youth, or find it once they had money and connections to get it published. If you walk into a Swedish game store, it's quite common to find copies. So long ago, when I was working at a game store in Berkeley, there was a young man, a game maker, Swedish. Fairly certain, not Norwegian, Swedish. It's easy for us to get confused about Swedish and Norwegian. Much to the distress of both Swedes and Norwegians, I expect. And he was trying to learn, how to run the game store. I think he had a game store, but wanted to see how it was being run at a larger scale. Called Odesvaktarna. In Swedish, but it's not translated. Oh, we have a dodo. I'm not too proud to kill a dodo. Anyway, he was a game designer, too, and publisher. He had published a game on the Battle of Holovchin. All right, something was yellow over here like it was angry at me. His name is Fred Malmberg. And some number of years later, I stumble across his name. He is the rights owner for Conan and was the executive producer, I believe, on a Conan movie or two. Also the executive, executive producer for a movie made out of the Solomon Kane stories from Robert E. Howard, the guy who wrote Conan. It's amazing to me I can remember the name of the game because I had never heard of the battle and I don't think I've read anything about it much since. Holovchin. A board war game about the Battle of Holovchin. We've got piggies. Well, we do need the rough hide. And there's the boar. He's the bad one. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, we got a sow and the boar. And another sow. Not liking my odds, I choose a moment of tactical retreat. One. I only did the one. One. Oh, you think I'm letting you two get away? You get them both? I accidentally drank a healing potion. It is indeed I. Good evening. I hope all is well with you. I am gathering, or attempting to gather, more rough hides. We know him. He was one of the founders of Evter's Spel, one of the first and biggest RPG publishers in Sweden, and they published Dragons and Demons, a Swedish version of D&D, and Mutant Swedish version of Wasteland with mutant animals. I am aware of the Wasteland with mutant animals because there is a game from Funcom. I think it's from Funcom or Punished. Probably Punished, but definitely published, I think, through Funcom. No, yes, I worked with Fred for a couple of months. He was a good guy. It's weird, isn't it? The things that tie people together. That I should happen to mention it. And you know him. What are the odds? Yeah, ask him about games at Berkeley. That'll perk his eyes open. I don't know if he'd remember me. But that is funny. That's I would say that is the second strangest interaction I've had on Twitch, where something really unlikely connection occurs. I had just relatively started streaming, maybe 2 years into streaming, and one night someone chatting for the first time. I think the first question he asked was, where was I located? Am I an American? Something like that. And I said, yeah, I'm in the lovely Silicon Valley. And he said, oh, really? I'm from San Leandro up in the East Bay. And I said, San Leandro, class of 78. And he goes, class of 74. Okay, so I'm playing Guild Wars 2. I'm the only probably 60-year-old guy streaming on Guild Wars 2. Not a whole lot of 60-year-old Guild Wars 2 players. He was, if I was 60, he was 64. How many 64-year-olds play Guild Wars 2, watch on Twitch, happen to come into a stream of another old guy who went to the same high school he did? At first I thought he was shitting me, but no, he mentioned a bunch of things we had in common, including some teachers we had in common. I'm a huge fan of Funcom games, even sometimes when they don't do as well as I want them to. I'm a huge supporter of, a believer, shall we say, in The Secret World. I think it is a underplayed gem. The combat's a little janky, but the story is top tier, and the questing is best in class. But what do you think the odds were that I would happen to mention freaking Fred Malmberg? Sometimes it just doesn't seem like I could possibly be not bullshitting, and yet here we are. I'm hungry again. Let me eat some soup. All right, we need to drop off more ash. The ash get used. Oh, it's useful for crafting gunpowder. When do I get the crafting of gunpowder? That would be good. Is this not alchemy? Should be alchemy, I would assume. Worker. Oh, eventually we'll get crew members, and I guess we can actually have them do work for us. That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, we're going to need coarse fabric. Yeah, that's a low roll on the probability scale. Or if you prefer, we critical hit human connections. Anything new in there? Does not look like it. Oh, you mean The Secret World? I'm just a huge fan of the game. Yeah, I think I did. A free to play through, as I call it, where I take a game I have played a lot and I try the free to play experience. I think. That can go there. All right, fine. That goes over here. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, what can we make? Well, we can upgrade the chest piece. And then 3 other pieces, I think. Again, we'll leave the gloves for last. Well, that should help my survivability a good chunk. It seems like the upgrading of stuff is a significant boost. I'm going to grab some nap time. And it's morning. I feel so much better. The sun is rising. It's a beautiful morning. Are the undead already gone? Not yet. He's going down. Let's... Okay. Another one, huh? Well, I couldn't actually see if my defenses were any better because nobody touched me. Ha. Ha. Dodo. I must have gotten the Dodo trophy already, but I don't remember, and I haven't set it up. I currently only have one of the other trophies up. I don't think it's the Dodo. Hi! Look, historically, humankind made them extinct. I'm just trying to follow the historical precedent. Another thorn fiddler and something else is coming too. He's got a friend. In this game, I have learned, actually I learned it in the beta, but it took me a while to learn it again, that you really need to think defense first when you're fighting. It's raining. I'm wet. Coastal Dodo. But I'd really like a few more boar skins. One of the things about the weather and the daytime and nighttime cycle is it does make things a lot more difficult to see and pick stuff out of. Riding Sweden, if you ever feel like coming over here, you've got a separate house that could serve as a guest house and treat you to a feast of homemade goat cheese, bread, eggs, chicken, or rabbit and cider. Fuck, that sounds... It sounds stupidly good. Looks like all we got around here is probably dodos because we got dodo eggs. Not seeing any of the dodo. Oh, there we got dodos. We have dodo sign. Two dodos down, one dodo to go. Bonk. He normally does a twofer. And a couple of azures. They're the tougher ones. I'll leave them be. Because I'm not really looking for more dodos. If I stumble across dodos, I'll take the dodos. I'm looking for more boars. Something is not happy at me. I'm being followed by the two azure dodos who didn't like me. Come on. You want some? Miss me. Bird hunt. There it is. Let's go ahead and bandage up our wounds. Another coastal dodo. Is he going to be dumb enough of a dodo to attack me? Could be. Oh, we have boar sign. Another bandage. It takes a lot for me to get off my fat ass. So I'm not going to make any promises or even promises that I will give serious consideration. But it is something to keep in mind. Seriously though, I seldom get off my ass. But you do make it sound pretty fucking great, not gonna lie. Well, sooner or later I'm gonna need more nails. More nails, good. For instance, I am considering going to the Guild Wars 2 ArenaNet sort of little fan get-together they always do during PAX Prime. I'm considering it, but I know the odds are slim. A couple of years ago, as an example, friends were getting together, 4 of us in total, at a friend's place. He's got a summer home in Montana. And much to my surprise, I made it there. I showed up, went to the freaking airport. The whole thing. Actually went. And 2 of them expressed surprise. Because that's how much it takes me to get off my fat ass. Since you're having the adult beverage, you're breaking out the fine whiskey. Already had a few sips of the cheap stuff. Oh my goodness. I'll drink to that. Of course, to be fair, I will drink to most anything. I would like a couple more. How many do we have? We have 1. We have found 1 boar on this trip. I need more boars. I'll take a sow. It's not actually boars I need, it's the wild pigs. So I'll take a sow or 12. All right, have the boars come back to here. It looks like the answer is a resounding nope. This makes me sad. This over here is an area that killed me like 3 times last night, 4 times. And I was watching Datmods play it. And he was doing the same area. And he got his ass handed to him and then ran off a bunch and died again. And while he was looking at it, he's staring at it. And I type in something like, maybe build walls. And without looking at what I just typed, he starts building around it. And he builds a complicated trap. Because when you open this chest, the 4 skeletons all wake up. And they're badass. And so that was what he did. And I may want to do that at some point too. Well, we have another dodo, a couple of dodos. I'll give them a break. If they come after me, I'm putting them down. During the conversation to gaming, you seem to be having a good time with Windrose. Yeah, I had quite a good time with it when I played it for 3 streams with the demo. I very, very seldom wish list a game. This one I wish listed. After 2 days, I was saying, it's pretty good, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to wish list, but I'll be back trying it again tomorrow. Maybe that'll change my mind. And I got far enough that it changed my mind to push me over to the very, very rare wish list. The only game, for instance, that I wish listed from the Next Fest was Aethys, which is my game of the year so far, which has some survival slash crafting elements, but they're in support of what's mostly an exploration and narrative game. Well, I only got one. Perhaps the other island. I'll go to the other island then. Yeah, I found Windrose to be a solid survival crafting game. Very solid. Now, strangely, there's another one that's just come out. Oh, we got two. All is not lost. We can at least upgrade one of our weapons. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's the dodo heads. I think I need the adventure. We have the challenges, bird hunt. I can't believe it took me that long to kill 20 of these things. Maybe it had to be like 20 Azure ones. I'm not sure. It is in decoration. Bloop. There we go. We've got matching dodos. I've been called worse. So the other one that just came out is called Soul Mask. And it seems to hew a little closer. It's more complicated and apparently has got a much more gameplay time in it. The estimates I've seen for this is between 40 and 60 hours, basically, to get to the end game as it exists now. Although, again, it's early access, so they're going to be bringing more stuff out. Whereas the game seems to have more gameplay time built into it in Soul Mask. But it has some problems at launch, so I'm definitely not going to be picking it up anytime soon. It's got mixed reviews, last I saw, on Steam, but a lot of the mixed reviews are coming from one thing, which is the tutorial apparently is just dreadful. So they had dropped a patch. It's only been out a couple of days, I think. They dropped a patch and with some bug fixes, and also basically a large section saying, we're sorry, our primary task right now is fixing the new player experience, the tutorial section, as we've got a lot of complaints about that it wasn't doing a good job on teaching fundamental game mechanics. So I will wait for that one, but it looks promising, interesting too. And I'm hungry again. Fine, I'll make 2 more soup. I just can't get enough dodo broth. I hope it's not just broth. I hope it's got little pieces of dodo in it. All right, I believe I can just teleport to there. Or do I have to be on that one? Okay, that's fine. There we go. That answers my question. Teleportation in the Caribbean. Well, we have a dodo. And apparently there are a number of different biomes on the different islands you travel to. All right, what did we have over here? I don't remember, but I ran away from it. Boars. If memory serves, that's what I was looking for. Sui. Okay. Oh, no, this was a cave with things inside it, which means it's got the undead in it. Yeah, I'm going to want to, I think, upgrade my gear a little bit more. I am, as anyone who's hung around here for a while will know, I am something of a very risk-averse gamer. I tend to prefer to over-prepare rather than just YOLO it. I'm sure that content-wise, I'd be better off just YOLOing it and then acting like a jerk when I die. It's just I don't enjoy dying in games. Kind of hate it. That looks like a boar. Ooh, is that a big one? Does that have the star in his name? No, it's just a regular boar. Okay. I'll take him on then. Here we go. Oh, 2. That's not good. Let us go ahead and chug-a-lug. Damn it, gotta finish him, thank you. We got 1. We'll give the first aid a moment to get my numbers back up. Didn't mean that. Fat fingered it again. Really? I don't know why that's setting that off. But it is. Oh, sweet potatoes. I am what I am. Technically, sweet potatoes and yams aren't the same thing. Just putting that out there. Well, we will be able to finish out the upgrade of our armor with the last thing we need, the gloves, and should be able to upgrade a weapon as well. I'm just not sure if I want to go with, I think it's a saber. Or with the two-hander here. One of the things I like about the survival crafting genre is that most of the time you can generally, whoop, got another boar, it's a sow. You can kind of play at your own pace. So a more deliberate gamer like myself can play at a more deliberate pace. In fact, sometimes you just want to, you don't feel like doing anything particularly aggressively challenging, let's say. You can just farm for a while. Farm up mats, upgrade stuff, that kind of thing. Meticulous, I think, would imply more of a plan. And I don't think I really have a plan. Nitpicky? Ooh, that's the big one, I think. That's the big one. That's the savage boar. I beat one of those the other day. Well, it wasn't easy. And I don't think I want to try it. That is a regular boar. Nope, that's a boar with a star. Those are really dangerous too. I want nothing. Oh, I wasn't the savage boar. I didn't defeat. He whacked me. He knocked me about 30 feet backwards, and I just ran because I knew I was dead meat. Absolutely dead freaking meat. And that was the savage. That's not the one with the star. The one with the star is bad too, although not as bad. The savage is an up-tiered version. Okay, this is an azure, and he's got a star. They both have stars. So those were both up-tiered azure dodos. Whereas I'm obviously just a regular tiered dodo. Savage Bacon is really good. Sounds like that should be a band. I'm pretty sure I've already cleared this one out. We'll take on the Thorn Fiddlers. Come on, come on. You know you want to. You want to. Oh! Oh, the undead and his friends have decided they'd rather play. Well, I don't want to play with them. Because they stink. They're smelly and they stink. I'm sticking with that. Yo-ho, yo-ho, pirate's life for me. Not that. No, get up. Get up, you lazy lump. I misclicked. The problem is I shouldn't have put this so close to that. Excellent. Sweet potato seeds, because you can do your own farming. All right, we wanted to make sure we got our gloves upgraded. Upgrade gloves. All right, now all of my armor is at 140 defense, so that should mean a good chunk more additional defense. I'm going to go ahead and swap back to the saber, I think. I'm doing less damage with it, but eventually I'm going to want to have access to holding a pistol at the same time. So, I've enjoyed our time together, oh two-handed sword. You did stout yeoman work. But we're going to upgrade our slashy stick twice. There we go. And now it's doing 210 slash. And this was doing 300 slash, but my attack. I guess that's sort of the scaling system they use, is it's not damage based as you improve the weapon. Basically, a weapon of a higher tier is going to hit for more damage from the base. So I think that's the way it works. That's the way it was described by a streamer who should know better than I. I am going to take just a moment. Okay, it'll be an extended moment. A minute to refill my cup with adult leisure beverage. I'll be right back. As threatened, I have returned. All right, we need to grab... Really? There's no more charcoal? Did this finish? It did. How much we got? How much have we got? So 20. We need 20 more wood turned into charcoal. You just followed, rather subscribe to YouTube of yours, and it's behind the stream of what you see on Twitch. Weird. No, I would expect it. It's not that unusual for... Because when I've done things like where I start both the streams and I have both windows up on my off screen to make sure everything's working, it's not unusual for it to be a little bit behind, 15, 20 seconds even. But thank you for subbing over there too. One advantage you have over there is if there's ever any of my old content, it should be there. At least from when I started dual streaming. Oh, actually, well before. I used to also archive over to YouTube. And then when I started dual streaming, to make sure that I tickled the algorithm's prostate, I would post a second copy, basically, of my Twitch stream over as well. And I still do that, but they changed the rule now. Twitch, you can't upload to YouTube for 2 days. So every day I upload 2 days ago's Twitch, because the live streams from YouTube don't go onto the standard YouTube algorithm, whereas the Twitch ones that I've uploaded do. That's why you'll see my stuff in there twice. You can see it just regularly in the, if you're looking for one of my older streams because you want to see something stupid I did, you can probably find it in the live category more easily. I promise I won't even look. I'll cover my eyes the way I do when I drive. I have double the missed tea. Think of the possibilities. And Miss T just threw up a little in her mouth. Probably should move this a little. I keep getting bonked into. You can't really... that's a problem with the game. One of the few things I found really annoying. You can't move items. You can destroy them and rebuild them, but you can't move them. Oh, I need soup. I need dodo soup. Oh, much better. Oh. So your real name over there is Miss NZ_T? Understood. So, here's what we're going to do.
Every case is unique.
Thanks, Doc. So over there we know they have prisoners. Some of our men held prisoner. I expect I'm going to die, but I'm going to try to free the prisoners. Over yonder. I'm on a boat. Okay, I did check that wreck. That wreck is not salvageable. All right, here we go. Well, I talked about how fails make for good content. I'm about to prove it. There are 3 or 4 pirates over there, I think. If I can kill one and get the hell out of Dodge, I will take that. Well, hello to both of you. And don't worry, the other 9,531, they got nothing on you. All right, we've got a bad man. We have two bad men. There's a sailor. Oh, don't move when I'm planning on shooting you in the head. I missed, and he doesn't mind. No, go ahead. Take another shot. I got you, bro. Do I have to be closer? All right, we hit him for something. We got 3 of them. Oh, it helps if you actually have your sword out, which I didn't. Pardon me. Time to leave. Ah! Cat name. Must have cat name. Sooty. Many years ago, I had a cat, which I liked a lot, but the allergies got bad enough to send me to the emergency room. Yeah, because he's black. I did figure that one out. The allergies got bad enough to send me to the emergency room, so I missed him. Again. How am I missing? Oh, he's going to die pretty easily, I think, actually. I'm feeling much better about my odds here. $173. Oh, okay. Fine. Bandage time. Is that all of them? I thought there was 4, but maybe there's just the 3. That was much easier than I expected. You guys want out? Galen sent me. I'll have you out in a flash hold. Fast, the lock's jammed. I don't leave a man behind. Thanks, matey. After the doc got away, there were 3 of us. The drowned took 2, nearly had me as well. Do you know the pirates are holding the others? Camps like this scattered across the archipelago. Head to my camp nearby. You'll be safe there. Alright, so my first one. And that's 50 XP. My memory is that there were 9, not 3 previously. So maybe you just have to free 3 instead of 3 from each camp. More homemade gunpowder. All right, we've got more shots now. Uh, 16. How are we doing? Yep, 16 shots now. All right, well, that worked out surprisingly well. Okay, they make really tough tents here. And undefeatable fences. I'm guessing we're not getting anything else out of these goodies, but I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. It's a crate. Yo-ho, yo-ho. A pirate's life for me. So I believe he's been freed. Okay, he's keeping a watch for pirates, and then once I'm out of sight, he will teleport back. That was much easier than I expected. I mean, I am level 2, and they were all level 1. Just a bunch of candy-ass pirates, you know. Not a real, genuine tough guy like me. Interesting, we have copper bullets now. Well, this next island is bigger. It's got at least 1 prisoner on it and 4 other things, which 1 or 2, maybe more prisoners. All right, we need to check that wreck. Check it before it wreck it. And see if that is the one that we'll be able to actually salvage and turn into our next ship, which will be a ketch. You can let it go because it's a catch and release. That one looks intact. I think that's probably the one. The other 2 I've checked were both broken in half, which is, that's a little bit more than just like crazy glue. We got an undead. And Toidles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one we keep. Ha ha ha, funny. You're very, very, very generous, I would say. I need a bigger boat. This is, in fact, the boat that we're going to turn into a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger boat. All right, adventure. Journal. Rescuing the crew. I have freed 1. So, I don't think I need to go over there, in that going over there, once I go over there, it will tell me exactly what I need to do to get the ship ready, in addition to freeing the crew. All right, the nearest question mark is over here. We have Coastal Dodo. We have a buttload of dodos. If you weren't aware of the fact, dodos come in buttloads, which is a little weird. We have got a sow, a couple of sows, and I think the other one is a boar. But we definitely want more. No, it's a sow too. Yeah, the difference in using a twice upgraded weapon over a non-upgraded weapon is significant. That's one of the fierce boars, which I really don't want anything to do with right now. They're horrifying. I know there's a dodge mechanic. I have to learn it because you have to get out of the way when they start charging. You can't parry a 400-pound boar that's charging at you, which doesn't seem fair to me. Every single time a 400-pound boar has charged me, I've managed to dodge without a problem. Every single time. It's a star boar. We've got a buccaneer's chest. Hey, I found where the rum went. Sow, boar. Another sparkly down there. There's 2 more sparklies. The number in the ruin you can see in the upper right says 1 out of 3. That means that there are items of import there. Chests or lootables or that kind of thing. All right, he's irked at me. Pigs are very realistic looking. You do like models. Shame they gotta die. Well, first, I need the hides. Second, bacon. And I think it's fair to say for most people, it would probably be bacon first. All right, we've got sow, boar, and sow. Something is written on it. Whoever hangs filthy underwear by the fire will be eating dirt for dinner. That's not what I expected. It's not what it is a sparkly, but it's not one of the sparklies that we care about. I just find him uninteresting because he's so boring. Come on, turn around. I'll make sure I give you a headshot. Oh, everybody wants to play. All right, back up we go. We take a quick swig. I'm a buccaneer in training. Challenge completed. Maybe I killed enough boars now? Might be it. I think it was boars, and I will have a boar's head trophy I can make as well, I think. We've got a couple of misty orchids. Someone has written a warning on the canvas in pig's blood. Whoever hangs filthy underwear by the fire will be eating dirt for dinner. Oh, we got the 2 shinies in here. We have a shabby desk. Hide dressing tools. Buccaneer's chest. A rapier. I'll probably be switching to the rapier, but I'm not going to regret having upgraded that item twice. Oh, there's the other one. And a broken musket. Belongings piled up and abandoned as if the camp was left in a hurry, but nothing in it. I believe that's 3 out of 3. Yeah, it's got the check mark, so we got everything of value out of it. That was the sort of mini Mayan temple that had the badass boars, the ones I want nothing to do about because I need to learn how to freaking dodge. I'll probably end up having to change a setting to learn how to dodge. Oh my God. I did not pick a good place to park, guys. Goddamn undead meter maids. So long, guys. Losers. If you were dead, you wouldn't be losers. Or if you weren't losers, you wouldn't be dead. One of the two. Need another root beer float cocktail to learn how to dodge. Or possibly fall over. It's getting dark, and I have discovered that trying to get too creative after dark in this game, probably not the best idea. But I'll follow the suggestion and drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. Now that is a floating object of salvage out there. Now, while fetching a couple of those last night, I ended up aggroing two of Blackbeard's ships who spent the next 5 minutes chasing me, firing broadsides, 4 shots a pop. I estimate 200, 250 shots, maybe more. They didn't hit me. I mentioned tonight, this afternoon, to a friend of mine who's also playing that maybe they just can't hit the small ships. He goes, oh, believe me, they can hit the small ships. So evidently, my mad steering skills kept me from getting sunk. Fast travel. Home, James. Honey, I'm home. That's a regular rapier. There is a rapier we can get that causes bleeds that stack up to 5 times. And I saw that that game is still in the game. I had it in the demo. And I was watching Force Gaming playing earlier today. He played a lot of the game previously to the launch and has, I think, 30 hours in what, 2 days? And he's out in like level 15 gear now. I'm in level 3 gear. And he was using a fully upgraded level 15 version of that rapier that bleeds, that causes up to 5 stacks of bleed. And it was fucking things up. In a good way. Really? Have I filled up a stack of animal fat? I guess maybe I have. I'm not sure what the animal fat is used for. I guess it stacks to 30 because 30. I can see it being used in like okay, these are our reputation items. Those will be turned in when we get to Tortuga to one of the factions to increase our reputation. We did get our first set piece. These are gloves. Attacks consume 20% less stamina when you get 2 of them. And if you get 4 of them, it increases one-handed weapon damage by 15%. Those are big values. But for right now, since I don't have the 2-piece bonus, there's no advantage to the 120 defense gloves that I already have. And the rapier is another one. I think I'm happy right now with my doubly upgraded level 4 saber. And I don't think we need to take the copper bullets with us just yet. We do have a rum bottle. Because of course we do. We can come over here and we got the rapier. So now we can make these weapons. Any weapon you find, you can make as well. But if we want to upgrade this, upgrading items, why can I not upgrade it? Oh, confirm. That's it. You'll note the next tier requires iron and rough hide. So hide, but iron. I don't have any iron yet. But I've upgraded this as much as it can be upgraded. So now it has 180 attack. And again, that is item level based, and the level variation is sort of a multiplier of damage as far as I understand. Bread is done now, and you've cut and packed the chocolate chip cookies, so you might be going to bed. You might be online for a while longer. At least a half an hour. Could be a little bit longer than that. All right, we got the filibuster's gloves. We could upgrade these, because we've only upgraded our regular gloves once, I think. But I think we want to wait until we can figure out which item sets we get that we can use. In other words, if I upgrade the filibusters, or filibustier's gloves? Not filibusters. Why would it be filibusters? They're not in the U.S. Senate. The filibustier's gloves. If we upgrade that, and then we get 2 pieces of another set that we want to use, and 2 pieces of another set we want to use, we've wasted materials upgrading these to no gain. So I'm not going to be upgrading those. But I could upgrade, like, the jacket. I think I'm okay for now. Let's see. Is there anything else that we have gained that we can build? Well, the Boar's Head trophy, obviously. Well, why can't I put it there? Shouldn't it fit there? Why doesn't not enough resources? Oh, I don't have the boar head. I don't have a boar head yet. So let's see if we've gotten anything else new. Crafting and utilities. I don't think so. We have gotten nothing new. Storage and beds, nothing new. Floors and walls, nothing new. Roofs, pillars and beams. I think we did get some decorations. I'll check those last. No new pre-built structures. Decoration. I think we did get some new decorations. No? Oh, maybe I haven't eaten them yet. Curios, plans and recipes, food preparation. Notes, Marcel Boucher's diary. The expedition began well enough. We established ourselves in the island and took over 3 ruins. We sleep in the first, turn the second into a storehouse, and fortify the third properly in case of trouble. For reasons beyond me, my idiots even hauled a gate all the way up to the 2nd floor. Louis spotted 3 ships belonging to Blackbeard's pirates. I ordered my men to stay away from the shoreline and hunt deeper in the jungle. Louis flew into a rage. He wants to lure the pirates into a trap and gun them down. A fool. There are as many of them as rats in a cellar, and we're short on powder. I promised I'd skin him myself and stretch his hide over a boar if he keeps stirring the others up. Ah, that's the broken musket. Heavy musket of excellent quality, likely made to order. It's broken, yet still bears the marks of safekeeping. The initials MB are engraved on the metal inlay of the stock. Pour another whiskey and watch the pirate's life for a while longer. Thank you. It's Mitch McConnell said. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to log off and drink myself into a coma now. Thanks, Knox. New schematic for Gunroom Grog. Increases the reload speed by 15% for 30 minutes. Okay. Adventure. Let's see. Journal. Glorious Hunters. I came across abandoned Buccaneers camp. The quest reward is a Buccaneer's Friend, a blue quality pistol? Can't tell. Maybe not a pistol, maybe a musket. And 10 letters of favor. Find any traces of the Buccaneers. No one left here alive. Only orphaned belongings. I should check the other campsites. Okay. Library. Got the Traveler's Notes News, the Boucher's Notes, which we just read. Challenges, the Buccaneer in Training. That gave us the reward of being able to build the Boar's Head when we get a Boar's Head. Delicious. I am going to grab a quick night's sleep. Yo-ho, yo-ho. It is a pirate's life for me. Oh, wake up time. I wake up with the dawn. It's a beautiful morning. Sort of. I could use some more potions. I'm currently carrying around a couple of minor healing potions. Maybe just regular healing potions would be a better call. And we'll keep the greats for later, because I may need those. Who knows? Another bacon and eggs and dodo broth can be made, I think. We definitely need... we can do without those for now, but we definitely need more bandages. Are we missing anything here? Another fast travel bell? Yeah, maybe. 3 rope? We'll make a fast travel bell and we will move our other fast travel bell. We'll fast travel... No, we don't need that, actually. We can just wrangle our way around it by... When we teleport to here, we can disassemble the bell there and put it here near where our ship is going to be. So there, basically. You know, where the undead were waiting for me. They think I look delicious. And they're right. Is there anything else I need to... that was what... I knew there was something. Take. That is essentially all of our copper for now. Hop on. Pop. Let's hope I don't die. Seriously, I hope I don't die. There we go. Get your motor running. Head out on that waterway. Doesn't work as well. Head out on the high seas. There we go. Get your Windrose running. Head out on the high seas. Better. It's a work in product. In progress. In product? In project? The sun is rising. It's actually a really nice looking game. Let's go on the western side of our big boat, I think. Oh, yep. Yep, the undead. And their crab friends. You can get undead essence from the crabs, and I'm not sure whether they're undead or whether they've been eating the undead. Either way, I think ooh is an appropriate response. There we go. IBL piratey now. We have our pistol and our cutlass. Our cutlass should now carve things up a treat. So I'm going to scope out the rest of this island. In the distance, what do you be seeing, lads? Aye, you know what it be. It be Blackbeard's ships. The bastard. Making himself the king of the oceans. What he really is a wanker. Oh, I said it. Edward Teach was his real name. We have Boar with Star, which means he's tougher. Is he coming? Are you coming? How about I make the choice easy for you? And again, despite my comments earlier, I forgot to check to see how to dodge, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Settings. Mouse and keyboard. Dash is control. That's not a good setting for me. It's really not. Okay, by default it's back. That's better. But if I'm moving left, okay, I can do this. I can do that. By default it's back. That means it's not too bad. I can get used to it. It's just not, with my fat, short little fingers, it's not a comfortable reach. More of the misty orchids and another sow, another misty orchid. Misty orchid, come to me, singing words of wisdom. Let it squeal. Best I could do off the top of my head. Maybe we can get some nails. Oh, crabs. Yeah, we get some nails. All right, we got some nails. Nice. Well worth. He carefully scans while sipping his vodka and root beer. I like rum. Rum doesn't like me. Rum likes to erase my memory of everything I did while I was drinking the rum, which is not always the best choice. Well, yes, we could bust out our axe again. The nails are what we're looking for here. The rest of it we don't really care about. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing, Dodo. Got that? This is my sort of standard approach to a lot of games, is to go around the outside and then move to the inside. Not sure why. Anal retentiveness? Obsessive compulsive adjacent behaviors? This is clay, if you haven't seen clay before. I haven't had much use for it so far. A couple things needed it. I am going to head in that direction and at least see what that one is. What that object is. We've got more coastal dodos. I'm not averse to killing them, I just don't have much advantage to it right now. Looks like a big outpost. Yeah, big outpost. I could use a spyglass. It is an O of 3. Charging bore. Those are the mofo bores that we want as little as possible to do with. They suck, as they will drop kick you like 30 yards. I have a skeleton. 2 bullet holes gape in the skull. That's a charging boar. I'm going to take a chance. That worked well, reasonably. Okay, yeah, these are just charging boars. These aren't the big badass ones. I mean, human bones scattered on the ground, all that remains of the hanged. Oh, nice. We have some hanged and some shot. Welcome to the garden spot. Broken gate. The gate was ripped out along with its leaves. Someone put a lot of effort into breaking it down. Is it cheating? Maybe. But it works. Copper bullets, iron bullets, gunpowder. Anything up above? No. Okay. So we can come back across. If they have charging bores, do they also have cash bores? Yes. Obviously, the charging bores have to pay a percentage additional fee. The cash bores, on the other hand, they're a bit deprecated now, as so many more people are just using credit. And it holds true for bores as well. Let's see, build, destroy mode. Let's go ahead and get our materials back. Is it cheaty? Hard to say. That's 1 out of the 3 things that are here that have rewards. So I'm missing stuff somewhere. And we took care of the temporary residents. Okay. They don't want me up there. Tough bazongas. A torn hat and a last letter. Well, that's a little sad. I mean, not a lot sad, but, you know, it's a little sad. Oh, probably up there. Yep. Old skeleton. Razor. A melee weapon rare. Nassau pirates prefer swift and brutal weapons. This saber, a razor sharp and battle hardened, is getting their highest praise. Increases base crit chance by 10%. Minor healing, elixir of precision. 50 XP. Not too shabby. All right, this should be 3 out of 3. Yep, it got a little check mark next to it. Very nice. We got some nice rewards out of that. We'll have to take a look at that blue saber. We may be upgrading that because we're currently using a saber, right? Yeah, it's a saber. 180 attack, 210 slash. 100 attack, 225 slash. So base additional like 7% damage. When we upgrade it, it also gives us a 10% higher crit chance. To me, that seems like that would be worth doing. Now, fair amount of mats. But it would be better than what we're using. Dodo. And eggs, presumably. The coastal dodo. Hi, how you doing? Don't worry, I'm just here to steal your children. Not your real children, your future children. Only interested in, you know. Well, frankly, the yoke's on you. Egg humor. It's not even really humor. I mean, consider it. Yep, those boars weren't too bad. And there's the pirates and a dodo. All right, we've got another unknown there. We have boar. And sweet potatoes. Should shell out for that joke. I would follow it up with a joke about the white of the egg, but it's really tough to find something funny to say about albumin. I gotta say, yours was at least as good as mine, probably better. I'm not... That probably sounds either better or worse than I intended, but I'm not sure which, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a little bacon and eggs. Ah. And we have the mine. Now the question, well, there are a number of questions. I assume it's copper, but it could. Yeah, it's got to be copper. Okay, waste rock. Yeah, it's copper. That was over easy. See, that one's better. In other words, worse. Let's B. Destroy. And build the next one right here. Over easy. I would say you should be ashamed, but I'm the streamer, and I've made much worse jokes. And if I'm not ashamed, I don't see how in good faith, I can tell you that you should be ashamed. I'll skip scramble. I'll skip poach. Is any of that? Oh, no inventory space for the stone. That's good. I'm fine with that. Ow! Holy crap! I was wondering, are there any of these assholes in here? I don't want the stone, damn it. Is there an option to just destroy it from in there? No, just drop. Oh, you can destroy it. No, that's drop. Never mind. I got a silver button. All right, well, that answers our question. First, it's copper. Second, there's at least one drowned in there. Often you find yourself funny? Well, to be perfectly fair, as hard as it is to believe, I sometimes find myself funny too. So, I'm not sure that necessarily puts you in good stead. We've got sows. Oh, and a charging boar. Well, we don't like him, but... You're going to charge? Oh, and that's what we didn't want to get. And that's why we don't like the charging boars, because they hit like a bazooka. And not one of those friendly bazookas either. I've been known to find myself irresistibly funny sometimes, and that's just inexplicable, really. Okay, why is there a little patch of green over here? Pardon me, oh coastal dodo. Let's make sure we are not carrying anything that we can afford to just dump. We can dump that. We can dump that. We didn't build our bell on the new location. I hope we don't die. Interesting, there is this little patch of green here. I'm going to head back to the ship and drop a bell there. Oh, I don't have to. I can drop a bell here. No, but we wanted it over there because that is... we got more glowy over here, I think. That is where the big ship is that we're going to have to build into our future ship. Got more of the glowy weeds over here. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing, guys. Had to be the dodos. So, yeah, we're doing a lot more damage, despite the fact that theoretically this blade does the same amount of damage, but the tier difference is so big. Inventory's full. Jokes always land sunny side up. Oh my god, the egg humor, in quotes, continues. I heard the music of the misty things again. There's one. Misty Orchid. Sounds like a porn name. All right, that was the area that had the absolute murder slime. That's charging. Is he coming? He's still coming. I'd rather not just deal with him, you know. We'll get to here, we'll turn around, we'll see if anyone's following. Presumably there are going to be undead wandering around. There he is. All right. Let's give ourselves a little bit more health. All right. Is he one of the pukers? Yeah, he's one of the pukers. Ah. All right. He puked. It's awful. It's nasty. Shipwreck, examine. The ship on the shore is badly damaged. You'll have to labor to get her afloat. You'll need 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 fabric, and 10 ropes. That and a crew, and I will have the big boat. All right, another batch of baddies over there. The puking ones are terrible. They hurt a lot. There we go. All the way home. Jiggity jig. Well, I'm going to get myself another beverage, and I'm going to stream for a little bit longer, not too long. Absolute Murder Swine, super good prog band name with a punk flair. Yeah, I like the punk flair touch. That's good. That's definitely good. And not just punk, but kind of sort of the B tier of punk, you know? Slightly more skeevy, less polished. I need to refill. I'll be right back. And I'll play for a bit longer. Not too much longer, but a bit longer. And I'm back. Let's drop our stuff off. What else do we have left? Lots. Holy. All right, we do have a pig head now, so decoration. I've looked better. Okay, iron bullets. Damn. Sweet potatoes, elixir of precision, and a little bit of copper. And we've got razor. Now, razor will have been added to our weapons that we can make. So if we wanted to upgrade razor, we can do it 3 times. A, and that is slash. So if we look at our statistics, oh, we picked up a curio. Notes, put journal. The hat, brim of the leather hat is torn in several places. It's named Marcel Boucher is embroidered on the lining. And this is MB, so Marcel Boucher. We also had the posting from. Posting? Yeah, he's posting on the internet. There's his notes. Ooh, we didn't find one of them. Okay. Character. Curio's progression. We're halfway to level 3. All right, so it's an agility weapon because it has this little green... Is that a foot icon? It's a rabbit icon. Which means it's an agility-based weapon. Now, that's fine. I'm planning on going either agility or precision because... sabers, greatswords, as well as blunderbusses, whereas this is more rapiers and pistols and muskets. Basically, you want to choose one of these 3 and specialize in the weapons for that. For the most part. Keeping in vitality and endurance up to be able to use your attacks and stuff. We have not gotten to level 3. At level 3, we get 1 talent point, I think? 1 or 2. At which point we would begin progressing into, well, that's guns, that's 2-handed weapons, I think that's 1-handed weapons, and that's like tricks and traps and stuff. Okay, just sort of additional stats. I think for now, we'll leave razor in here because it would take us, this is level 5, this thing is level 1. which means we'd be 4 upgrades. I don't think we've got the mats for it. Well, we might now, actually.
I need more coffee to function properly.
Oh, do ya? Well, ain't that a shame, punk. We can make 9 more? 8 more. Wow, my math. 6 more. Oh. Oh, took them. Okay. No. We wanted to craft 1 less. Why can't we can't remove it? There we go. Oh. That's better. Hand and brain not always worky. So, 4 upgrades on Razor would be 16 copper ingots and 4... I actually think it's worth it. The 10% crit chance. I'm assuming it's a base chance, where like maybe you normally have 5%, and this would be 10% additional, as opposed to the base is 5%, and this would give you 0.5% additional. Too often, games don't tell you whether it's a flat percentage. Like, in this case I was describing, you have 5%, and this adds 10%, making 15%, or it adds 10% of what you already have, which would be 0.5%. Games don't really make that clear. But we're going to put this away for now. You did fine work. But this one's blue, and it has a special. So we're going to burn upgrades on Razor. Okay. So now, 180 attack. It is type A agility, and I assume that means if I put agility points in, I'll get extra benefit out of that. Let's see how it looks. I mean, that's important too. Oh, looks like it's inlaid. Very nice. It's cool looking. Interesting. It's listed as a saber, but it's a straight blade. Regardless, it'll cut things up real good. Pop up. All right. Don't think we got anything. Gunroom grog was added. That takes rum, whiskey, and cayenne pepper to make. Increases your reload speed for 15%. No, whiskey is purple quality, epic resource. Holy crap. So we won't be using that anytime soon. Nothing new here because we just got that, right? We got Flibustier's gloves. I'm going to keep saying that funny for a while. We can upgrade another tier, I think. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. I am going to need 10 coarse fabric, I think. Anything new over here? No. We're going to upgrade. It's a pretty simple upgrade system. You can upgrade items 5 times in the same tier, and then you need the next tier of goodies. Pretty straightforward. All right, time for me to try and die some more. I'm going to need some wood. Oh, coconuts. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. All right, I think I'm also going to need a good amount of fiber. I mean, we all need more fiber in our diet. Know what I mean? Now, this is the place where I got my ass killed like 3 or 4 times yesterday. It's a place where you activate 4 skeletons, turning them into undead who charge, and they even like throw crap at you. They suck. Not to put too fine a point on it, they suck. So I'm going to try and set a trap for them. This idea occurred to me after DatMods had run away a couple of times, and then right as I typed in, he actually did what I had just typed in before he could read it. Which was basically build walls was my suggestion. I don't think I can just build walls on the ground and have them stick, but I'm not sure. You saw mods do that? Yeah. You may have seen someone type in build walls. That was me. Oh, you have chat off? I normally have it off unless I'm going to be commenting. I have an unusually high hit rate of responses from DatMods, especially for a big streamer. Maybe it's because of, my flags for my account. I'm not sure. Maybe he remembers the time that I earned a free sub from him for being the oldest chatter in chat. But amongst the streamers, the name streamers at least, that I will occasionally or even frequently try to comment in, I have a surprisingly high hit rate on him for whatever reason. All right, so we're going to, we have surrounded the bodies, each in their own little cage. My expectation is that this is not going to work the first time. Okay, how'd we do? We catch them all? No, we caught most of them. That's 2 dead. Oh, I'm hungry. Here, let me take a moment to taunt them by having a nice meal. Losers. The surprise to me wasn't that this worked. The surprise to me was that you can kill them through the wall and not destroy the wall. "15 men on a dead man's chest, 50 XP, 4 ingots of some kind." Were those iron? Silver. 5 gold guineas, and I think we had the silver button. So we have successfully finished off the first island by being kind of a dick about it. Well, we've got a sow and a boar. Coastal Dodo's going to get a break. I'm going to run away. Dead guy. It's those jackals, Blackbeard's boats and men, to the 7th level of hell with them. Pouring the last whiskey for the night. Aran 55 ABV sherry cask, non-chill filtered natural color. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. A sentiment I agree with wholeheartedly. And I kicked the zombies' butts. Actually, with my new gear and stuff, I think it was manageable without the traps. But the traps sure made things easy. Guineas, silver, more animal fat, more hides. The hides are certainly good. So that is the entirety of the first island completely cleared. Now over here we've got that, and I'm feeling better about the ability to hit that when next I stream. That's the bigger boat. That's our travel point. That is the abandoned Buccaneer warehouse, where was the big boar that we don't really want anything to do with. Find the pirate's chest. Yes, we did. Recommended character level 2. The recommended character level, unless you're going to do the trap thing, is a trap. And I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. Give me a second, though. I felt guilty yesterday after logging out. I noticed a friend of mine was streaming. And I should have rated him. So I want to see if any of my friends are streaming. And no. No. None of my friends are streaming. I mean, one of them is, but I just don't feel like rating a Pokemon game. I never played Pokemon. I've always looked kind of down at Pokemon. It's just not a me game. If they're playing Guild Wars, I definitely would have gone. But I am going to call it an evening. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it very, very, very much. I will not be back tomorrow. I will be back on Friday. I'm going to take a day tomorrow, in part because I want to take a day, and in part because I'm enjoying adult leisure beverages. Delicious. Back on Friday. I expect I'll be back here. I may play more of this off stream. But I'm thinking probably not. I'll probably use Marvel Heroes to sate my off stream thirsts. as I'm down to like 6 hours a day of that since it launched. I think the game misses me. No hangover. Well, not a classic hangover. A lens hangover from vodka. I'm being specific here, from vodka. I just feel tired the next day. And I have no ambition to do anything. Normally, I have very little ambition to do anything, but if I've been drinking the night before, I have none. Now, I can still get a classic hangover if I drink beer or rum or a lot of the other things, but vodka, well, a decent vodka anyway, has got so many of all it has in it is water, alcohol, and a few minerals for taste. So for me anyway, I don't really get the classic hangover from it. But yeah, I'll have no energy. I'll have no motivation to do anything. So that's a hangover for me. So yeah. But I occasionally stream on the day after, just not often. So it's not impossible I'll be back tomorrow, but I'm going to say Friday at the usual time. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, especially for Miss T. Back then, again, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. It is genuinely appreciated. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night or Thursday morning goes great, and that you can very quickly get significant progress towards your weekend because you deserve one. I am back probably on Friday. Take care and